Hi everyone, I'm Alina Z and today we're gonna make muffins. Well, I'm gonna make them, you're gonna watch them, but here's why I'm making them and not just posting a recipe. It has, oh my god, whopping 12 ingredients, and a lot of times people say like I cannot make anything that has more than 5. So I'm gonna show you my tips and tricks on how to make it easy. And I got this tip actually from my mortgage broker Jay, because I was so overwhelmed doing this paperwork, and he goes, Alina, just do it in steps 1, just pick up a phone. Step 2, send an email. Like very simple. And I was like, okay, I can do that, that's doable. So I'm gonna show you how to apply the same concept to muffins, okay? And to any kind of baking, to anything. So first of all, step number 1, you can do this even when you're on the phone with your best friend, which I love to do because then I don't have to think so much and get overwhelmed. Prepare everything that you need to make. Just pull stuff out. That's why it looks so easy on TV. It's like paint by numbers, okay? It's baking by numbers. I have my recipe right here, right in front of me. I have all of my stuff here, the wet stuff for the muffins and the dry stuff for the muffins. I don't have to think about where do I go, what do I do. Like McDonald's, you know, one person does one thing, another person does another thing. So you do the same, one thing at a time, one task at a time. Task number 1, putting it all together, okay? Task number 2, if you can read simple things and do math, like if it says, you know, half a cup and you know numbers, and let's say I'll already prepare this. This is a half a cup and I have things that say honey on it. You just take a half a cup and you put that in the measuring cup and then you put it in the container. I mean, how easy, right? This is like baking by numbers. You have the numbers and you have all of your ingredients. This is your step 2, is mixing stuff. Very simple. Now, you might say, like, I don't have some ingredients. For example, the muffins call for, let's say, I don't have to keep it all in my head either, 1¼ cups of oat flour. You're like, Alina, I don't have any oat flour. What am I gonna do? I have oats. So I have a blender. You don't have to have a fancy schmancy blender. All you have to do is just have regular blender, whatever you can get, and measure about 1¼ and I said about because when it comes to flour and oats, when they're whole oats, it's going to be slightly different measurements, but you know what, it's okay, we're just kind of playing, you know, you can make it your own. It's not, you know, not rocket science here. So I'm going to blend this for about 20 seconds to make regular dry oats into flour. How cool is that? And voila, it's done. Okay, so now remember how I said we need to measure it again because the flour is going to have different texture than oats. I'm going to measure 1¼ cups of flour, and you can just, if it gets stuck, just bang it. Super easy, okay? Now, I do also have another tip. I like to do my dry stuff first because then I can keep my measuring cups intact and then I can do the wet stuff. And you were like, but you just did the honey. Well, I have a separate one for honey that is a heart shape because of about love. And I know it's not vegan, but this is local honey and I'm supporting local farmers, and bees are really good for the environment. Okay, so now we have the flour. Then we have Oat Bran. Personally, I'm a huge fan of Oat Bran because it has whopping 6 grams of fiber in 26 grams of carbs and 6 grams of protein. And I love Oat Bran. You know what I put my Oat Bran on? On ice cream, because I read that if you add fiber to things that have fat, then fiber will soak up the fat. So I'm eating my fiber on ice cream. Why not? That's what I like. And that also takes away sweetness too. So, okay, so see how easy you just have all your stuff and you just add things in. Now we have flax seeds. These are from Costco. These are already ground. Very important to remember. When it comes to flax, you want to have them ground, otherwise they won't get digested the right way. And you can grind them the same way in the food processor, or you can just buy them already ready to go from Costco. And I make a lot of references to Costco because, you know, a lot of us are on a budget, right? So you want to save money and eat well. And what are flax seeds good for? omega-3 fatty acids. These are your essential omega-3s, fatty acids that are good for your brain, so it makes you feel better because you think better. And when you change your thoughts, you change how you feel. So these are gonna be feel-good muffins. Okay, I have that done. Now I have chia seeds. These are already ground. Chia is also really good for omega-3 fatty acids and fiber, both of them. But the thing about chia, you don't necessarily have to have it ground. I happen to have it already ground. If you cannot find a ground and you don't feel like grinding it, just put them in them with the wet ingredients so chia can expand. But for the ease of the process, and we want everything easy, right? We're gonna put it like this. And let's say we need chia seeds, 2 tablespoons. So there you go, 2 tablespoons. And yes, because I'm a chef, I know exactly how to use my measuring cups for the spoons, because you know what, I just don't want to get overwhelmed with too many things here. Okay, then we got this, and this is gonna be our dry stuff right here. And then we're gonna add baking soda, 2 teaspoons. And we're gonna add a dash of salt. Next, we're gonna combine all of the wet ingredients, and I have honey already here. I'm going to get 1.5 cups of almond milk. This one is vanilla unsweetened, bought it at Costco. How cool is that? You can just go to Costco and like buy a lot of good stuff there. Then we're gonna add applesauce, and look at this. This is already in a little cup, which is a 1/2 cup, so I don't have to use any measuring tools. Just put it in here. So that was easy, right? We have the dry ingredients, we have the wet ingredients. I'm going to mix them up a little bit like this with a spoon. Now, if you are vegan and if you don't want to use honey, you can go ahead and use maple syrup. Not a big fan of agave, personally, because it's been so overproduced and doesn't really have many benefits to it. But if you want, use maple syrup that does have minerals, and also coconut nectar is a good option. I'm going to combine my ingredients here all together, and then this is the fun part. I will accessorize these muffins because right now we just have like honey, milk, and like oats and chia seeds, you know, flax seeds. Not really fancy. I mean, it is fancy because it has, you know, fancy ingredients, but it's not really fun. So how do you like your muffins? I like mine with chocolate chips, personally, because, you know, then you have the flavor of the chocolate, but you don't have all of the calories and all the sugar of the chocolate, because all of you have the goodness of this fibrous grains and seeds. But I am making these for my mom, and my mom specifically requested, hi mom, that I make these with 2 ingredients. She wanted chopped walnuts, and walnuts, look at this, this is doesn't look like a little brain. It is good for the brain because it has omega-3 fatty acids. I did not chop them all, so I'm gonna just chop them like this. Again, super easy. This is just food, you know, you don't have to take it too seriously. And again, Costco, duh, you know. I am going to get berries. See, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this for berries, and I'm putting blueberries and raspberries. Not a big fan of strawberries here because they're just really big in size, and we want to keep them small. Mix them up, and yes, you can use fresh berries, but I didn't get any because I was busy, so we're gonna make the best that we can out of what we have. That's the whole point. You just do your best. You don't have to make it perfect. You don't have to get everything to a teaspoon, whatever, tablespoon. It's just food. Put your favorite ingredients, look at the recipes, and you're done, okay? I'm going to put them in a small little tray. I have a small little oven, and I am going to just put it like this, again, using the spoon. Baking and cooking to me is just about combining things, using your creativity, not about any one dietary theory here. We are all about making it work for you, for me, making it by individual, and seeing what makes you feel good and what does the best, what has the best impact on the environment. Just doing the best you can. They're ready to go to be baked. The whole recipe is going to be underneath on the YouTube, so you can just print it out or write it out and just follow it like paint by numbers. It's like baking by numbers. I'm gonna put them up, I'm gonna put them in the oven for about 22 minutes and then they're ready to eat. All right, 22 minutes and look at these beauties, and you'll see some of them are higher and some of them are lower. Well, you know what? Big freaking deal. It's okay. I just didn't put as much dough in this cup as I put here. It's still gonna be fine. It's just food. I'm not gonna taste it because I'm on my juice cleanse and I'm just drinking juices to give my digestion a rest. But I'm so excited for my mom to try them. My mom was like, where are my muffins? Where are my muffins? So look at her, she's like hoarding all of them here. She doesn't want to talk. How do you like muffins?
Perfect.
Very good. All right.
With butter, with a little butter. It's maybe not always the healthiest.
But not for everybody. I mean, we talk about by individuality, so butter works for you, and you can, if you want to do dairy-free butter, if you want to do ghee, you know, make your best educated choice for yourself.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And 15 minutes later, she is asking, maybe, should I have, how many did you have?
This is the fourth one.
Fourth. Okay, so gobble gobble, and they're good for you. They're good for you. Tons of fiber, tons of protein, good for you carbs, and you feel amazing. My mom
And omega-3.
Omega-3, and my mom said that they taste like bread, so this is like...
Oh, they did best. They great.
Okay, bye.
Not just bread.
Better than bread.
Better.
The daily muffin. And if you have any questions or comments, or if you want me to show you how to make your favorite foods good for you and keep the taste, put it in the comments below on YouTube, and I look forward to creating more recipes for you. And I really look forward to eating soon too, but not for right now. All right, until later. Bye.